those boards. And again, you're talking about importance. It's highly, highly important.
Right. You know, I think a lot of times we look at the, you know, you look at like NASCAR or Formula One. Okay, so these boards are race cars, right? But they can't make tweaks with each lap like they can in NASCAR and Formula One. These guys
can't throw them in the pit crew.
Exactly. I mean, it takes 5 days to make a new board at this level. So the subtle little changes that these guys can make. You see CJ Hobgood right there switching fins. I mean, yeah. So
that's what it is.
The only things you can change are fins.
Yep. Fins and maybe a pad. You know, you can start thinking about pads as being something that's kind of critical. Looks like CJ riding a Chris Gallagher shape, a good friend of mine out of the North Shore, originally growing up in Santa Cruz. But again, another one of those guys, you got to have a guy that's a full mad scientist, right? Chris Gallagher is one of those guys. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, CJ actually rides for a company called Finatic that people can actually sign on and rent fins. It's kind of like Netflix for fins. So he has basically every fin in the world at his fingertips from that sponsor. And I think, fins, to me, if I was in a surf shop yesterday, I think they're about $100 a set for the new best fins. So it's a big investment, but at the same time, we've all, most of us have ridden a board that was a dud. You change the fins, it changes the board. So fins being so important.
Absolutely. And that's where you can change the tires. I mean, you could soften them up, take a little air out, put a little air in, whatever you need to do to make that board the magic formula. Again, wax can kind of play a little bit, but equipment is by far the key to success here, especially at Huntington.